Hello everybody, welcome back on my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And my name is Noémie. I'm so happy to have you here because today it's an exciting special video to explain you how to use the free checklist I created. If you already downloaded the free checklist, you have this video to explain you how to use it and a little bit explanation about each category I listed in the checklist. If you just find out this video randomly on YouTube, well, good for you, because you can go download below in the description box the checklist I created. It's free, you just have to enter your first name and your email and you're gonna get the free checklist in your inbox directly. So yeah, either case, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's really there to help you understand the power of identifying what's holding you back the most, so you can basically start doing whatever you want to start, whatever project, idea, desire you have, any change you want to make. And by all the category I'm going to explain you today, often there's one or two or maybe three that hold us back the most. And the thing is, once you know what's really holding you back the most, then you're aware of it and then you can work through it, you can pass through it and really start doing things. Because what's the point of having dreams and like wanting things if we're not acting on it, if it just stays in your mind, just an idea? No, we want to become action taker, right? That's what I want for you. I want you to act on your dreams and really do what you want to do. I'm telling you, it's on the other side of fear that everything happens. So the first thing that might be holding you back is the act of seeking validation from others, seeking external validation. And that happens when we know what we want, but we're waiting to act on it or, to move forward with it, because we're waiting that someone tells us, it's okay, you can go for it, or that's a good idea, I like that, or you're gonna be successful, let's go. Having this validation is the thing that holds us back, because we're waiting and waiting and waiting. Every step of the process, you want someone to push you and tells you, yeah, it's okay, no worry, go for it, go for it. And the truth is, it is not gonna happen. Even though we have support around us, it's our project, it's the thing we really want to do, so we're super excited about it. But even though someone is supportive, doesn't mean this person will be 100% on board with this idea, because it's not their project. They're not as excited as you are. So yeah, it's a little bit of a problem, because if we're waiting too much to have this external validation, we're never gonna do anything. And also we fear the reaction of others and the opinion of others, what others are gonna think. Are they gonna think it's a good idea? Are they gonna see me if I'm doing this? All this fear of judgment and opinion from an external point of view, that is seeking external validation. And in a sense, is human, is good to want to have support. But yeah, if we're waiting too much, that's where the problem comes from. It's holding us back from really doing what we want to do. So the second one is a bit similar to the first one, is feeling the pressure from society. So as seeking validation from others, we want to be respected, we want to be included, and that's also very normal. But where it becomes a problem is when we feel this pressure from society puts on us and we don't act on it again. You can still be feeling that and act on it. If it holds you back, that's where the problem is. And with society pressure, the problem is we second guess every choices we make, because we think, should I be doing that instead according to society standards, to what you see around you? Is my desire really something I should pursue? Like, I'm this age, should I be doing this instead? Having a house, kids, being married, have a successful career by the age of 30. If it's the norm around you, you think, if you're not doing that, you think, well, maybe I'm wrong. You know, all this pressure, that's a problem when it holds you back and you're not acting on what you really would like to do. Society standards that we see around us, big pressure for women, I think, is having child, is playing with her mind. And now the third one is the identity shift it will create. Doing new things, finding new passions, exploring new ways of doing things, of being, trying new things means also becoming someone else. Letting your past version of yourself in the past, saying goodbye to this version of yourself, and even though if it's for the better, you're becoming a better version of yourself, closer to what you want to be doing, the person you want to be. It's also very scary to leave your identity in the past. So for example, I always consider myself as a soccer player, as someone very athletic that I like to do sports. And when I stopped playing football competitive, like football, I mean soccer here in Canada, I stopped playing, and I really asked myself, who am I if I'm not playing? What am I gonna do? I started to have new passions like yoga, for example, and that was very exciting, but at the same time I was really holding on to this past identity of myself. It's normal if you are scared of moving on, but again, the problem is if saying goodbye to the past, to the old version of yourself, is really holding you back, you don't want to say goodbye to this identity, you're not doing anything, you're not moving forward. So the other one, the thing that might be holding you back the most, is that you don't even understand yourself, this desire, this burning desire you have in you. You feel it, you know that's what you want to pursue, you want to explore, but you cannot even explain it. If someone asks you about it, you cannot explain it because you cannot even explain it to yourself. And it brings a lot of doubt and questioning. You don't question that you want that, but you question why you want that. It's not rational. There's no explanation. Maybe they are, but they are hidden. But yeah, you're thinking, where does that come from? Am I normal from wanting this? Why do I want this? Shouldn't be wanting something else? And again, the categories are also can be mixed. It's normal if you see that category 1, 2, and 4 are similar. You just don't have the logical answers, and that's scary, that's confusing. You know what you want, but you feel confused. For example, you have this big desire for travel, you want to go explore, but you don't understand why, because all your present life, everything's going well. You're thinking, why do I feel this desire to go explore something I don't know? Why do I want to live my current life, you know? So the fifth reason that might be holding you back the most, I think it could be a common one, is the fear to not have enough money, you don't know where to get the money to realize that your project, or you don't think you have enough knowledge or the right skill to do that. You think that you have this project, for example, starting your own business, I don't know, about a certain topic, but you feel that you need another degree, you need to go get another certification in order to be successful in this new project. And that holds you back because maybe you don't need this degree, maybe you just need to start. If you're just thinking, yes, I want that, but I don't have the money, you just don't do anything. You don't even allow yourself to look for solutions and to look for the financial support. You don't look for anything. You just stop there. No, it's too much. I don't know. I don't have the money. I don't have the knowledge. I'm not smart enough. No, I'm not gonna go that way. That's holding you back a lot. So the sixth one is that your desired project might be a little bit out of the box. It might be a non-conventional path, And that brings you a lot of doubt that it's even possible for you. You know what you want, but it's not common around you, so maybe the only people you see doing that is on the internet. Maybe on YouTube you see people doing that, but you don't think it's possible for you. You doubt that it's even gonna work. Also, it brings the issue of worthiness. You don't believe you're worthy of having this reality, so you doubt yourself and you don't think you're worthy of that. You are thinking maybe, why do I want that? Why am I wasting my time with that? It's never gonna work. You're thinking maybe I should be working a regular job instead of pursuing this weird thing that nobody does around me, you know? The other one is the fact that it can be overwhelming. You don't know where to start. You see this project, this thing you want to do as a big mountain, and you just see all the steps and things you will have to do, and you just don't want to start because it's too much. It's overwhelming. It's good to identify it, because once you accept that, when you say, yes, okay, I want that, and I don't do anything about it because I feel overwhelmed, once you accept it, then you're not in denial anymore. Then you will start finding ways. You will ask for help one step at a time, that you will be able to do that if you really want it. The other one is the fear of the unknown, the fear of doing something different, going out of your comfort zone. Maybe you will need to do something different, doing something you never did before, going somewhere new, you never been there before, becoming someone new again, being a beginner at something. That's scary. But let me tell you, by resisting doing something new, you will keep having the same result. And that's something that really, I've been reflecting about that, because I find very weird that I do that as well. Like, we want a change, we want something new, but we refuse to do something different. How weird is that? How ridiculous is that? I don't understand. We're weird sometimes, humans. And I totally understand, because I feel that too a lot, but it just doesn't make sense. Only by doing something different we will have a different results, right? The other thing is the fear of missing out. Maybe you've heard about it before. FOMO, F-O-M-O, fear of missing out. You fear of missing out on something else. So if you choose one thing, you cannot do another option. Like, often when we do something, we cannot do everything at the same time, and that's scary, because you're like, yes, if I choose to go that path, I'm not gonna do that, I'm gonna miss out on that. So that way you're not acting, because you really don't know, you don't take any decisions to go look that way, but you're not doing that either. You're just not doing, and you're really scared of the what if the option B was better, what if I regret doing that, what if, all the what if possible, you feel them. Yeah, you don't want to make a mistake, but honestly, it's just by trying something that you're gonna know. 10 thing that might be holding you back the most is the side effect it could have on other areas of your life, or on the life of your loved ones, on people around you. For example, when I went to New Zealand, it had an impact on my family, on my boyfriend at the time, because they were not going to see me for a long time, and that was my decision. They didn't have the desire for me to live that far for almost a year, but yeah, I chose that for myself after reflecting, but it still had an impact on them. Another example is when I went to study for a semester in Mexico, in Cancun. I had to take online classes, and because of that, it affected that I also wanted to go finish my university the last semester in Brazil, but for that I had to take Portuguese classes that were not available online. So by going to Mexico doing online classes, I could not pursue the dream to go to Brazil for my last semester. I still chose to go, but yeah, it affected areas of your life, and maybe that's holding you back the most, because you don't want to, affect the life of others. You really want everyone to be happy and not disturb their life. And the last category is the category other. So it can be that your desire, your project, there's another reason why you're not acting. Maybe It's really different from what I put in the checklist. And to be honest, I don't know everything. I just took this as the common things I see around me, my own experience, and it can really be that yours is not in the list. So if it's the case, please DM me on Instagram, email me, Noémie@sonhe.com. Tell me if you're willing to share with me, and we can chat about it and I can add it on the list. I really would like that. So please, if it's different, share it with me. I want to know. But also, I want you to make sure before putting your situation in the category other, because the simple reason that often we put in this other category a lot of excuses, a lot of excuses. And I know for a fact, because I do that as well, I'm human. But we don't want excuses. We want to act on our goals. We want to make it happen as easy as possible. We don't want to put ourselves our own blocks. So no more excuses. We really are working to act on stuff. So just make sure that first, putting your situation in this category is not a way for you to put excuses, and also maybe it's not exactly the other categories, but they're similar. That was all the categories. If you have any questions, again, let me know. And now I'm gonna run my own example for you to see how you can do this exercise. So if you don't have the checklist, again, you can download it below, and if you have it, well, take it with you. And so let's see. I'm gonna give you a very real example that I'm dealing with right now. So I recently had the idea to make a meditation yoga sanctuary in my new apartment, and to really dive more into mindfulness and to learn about it. Not necessarily certified, but like go get knowledge and some trainings online and really dive deeper into mindfulness practices. It feels exciting. I would like to talk about slow living and be calming your mind and just being more mindful in general. But that's like another topic. I can talk to you about more when I actually do it. But that's kind of the idea. And that feels exciting, but also scary for a few reasons. And we're gonna go through the list of categories, and I'm gonna share with you what I think the categories that are holding me back the most. Number 1, external validation. I think it can be a little bit, but it's not necessarily what holds me back the most, because like the other day I told my husband for the first time about this idea, and he said, yes, it's a good idea. He already supports me, so I already got a little bit of validation, but I'm not waiting for that to act on it, I already know that it's a good idea deep down. So that's not really my biggest fear. Second, pressure from society. Not really. No. That's not the case. Then identity shifting, neither, is not really something I'm scared about for this project, at least. I do understand my desire. I acknowledge this desire, so yeah, it's not number 4. Number 5, lack of money, not really. And knowledge and skills, sometimes I still have doubt on maybe I should get certified, but I really started to believe that I don't need any new certification. If I want to go for a mindful trainings, yes. If I want to read about it, yes. And in the future, maybe I will want to get certified on a certain thing, but I don't need that to start. That's the big point of all this checklist. I'm not waiting for that to start my project. So no, not number 5. But then number 6, is it unconventional project, and do I doubt it's possible, that it's gonna work, and do I think I'm worthy of it? I think that's a big one for me, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna dive into it, and just to tell you, I'm so excited. That also brings, I'm scared a little bit, because I'm like, is it gonna work? Is really not a common thing around me. I often have the ideas popping up, you should get a real full-time job, a real job, And am I worthy of that? I know it's really something that I really want to pursue. Some days I wake up and I don't feel worthy of receiving all this happiness and all this fun around my job, because I believe work should be hard. So number 6, a big one for me. 7, overwhelming. No, it's not overwhelming. Number 8, I think it's the second big one. Fear of the unknown and going out of my comfort zone. So yeah, it's a big one because it's something I never done before, and I'm gonna need to do things I never done before. I will need to level up, and 6 and 8 are the biggest one. Because number 9, I'm not scared of missing out on something else. And it's not gonna have any really side effect on the life of someone else or on mine, so no. And I'm not putting other excuses, or I don't think it's different, so it's not the other category. So yeah, number 6 and 8 are really, really the things that I'm gonna work on. Naming it, knowing that these 2 categories are the one holding me back the most. I know they exist, I know they're present within me, so whenever they rise up, I know it's normal, I know they are there, so I can go find tools and find ways to work on them, and don't let them stop me. I can take the decision that they're not gonna stop me, I'm gonna do it anyway. It feels so nice to say it out loud. They're not gonna stop me, I'm gonna do it anyway. I hope it helps you to understand how to use the checklist. Comment below if you're willing to share which number are scaring you the most. What are you dealing with right now? And if you don't want to share in the comments, come share with me if you want, if you prefer, or share with someone else if you want to share with a friend maybe. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye!